dhatina, 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 this speed. Okay? Ram, 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 Bhole. Ram, 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 Bhole. Ram, 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 Bhole. Ram Bhole, Sham Bhole. Ram Bhole, Sham Bhole. Bolo Ram, 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 Bhole. Ram, 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 Bhole. Bolo Ram, 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 Bhole, Sham Bhole. Ram Bhole, Sham Bhole. Oh, bolo Ram, 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 Bhole. Ram, 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 Bhole. Ram, 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 Bhole. So a very easy kirtan, I'm sure. I hope you enjoy. So today I want to talk with you a little bit about the power embedded in the name of Prabhu Sri Ram. And as mentioned, we'll be going through the Ramayan from the beginning and discussing little stories that I can bring a little message to you, the children, to make you aware of what is embedded in the pages of our scriptures. So this couple of verses is taken from, again, Balkan, the first chapter of Sri Ramcharitmanas. And Tulsidas, who is the author, the poet, he's talking about the power in the name of Ram. And it begins with this doha. Ram Nama Maniti, Ram Nama Maniti Padharu, Ram Nama Maniti Padharu, Ji Hare Hare Dwaro Rama, Ji Hare Hare Dwar, Tulsi ki tarwar ho, Jo chahsi jiyar, O Rama jo chahsi jiyar, Siyavar Ramachandra Bhare Jai Sharanam, Shankar Hari Om Jai Jai Siya Ram, Shankar Hari Om Jai Jai Siya Ram, Shankar Hari Om Jai Jai Siya Ram. So in this doha, Ram Nama Mani Deep Dharu, Ji Hare Hare Dwar, Tulsi Bhitar Baharu, Jo Chahasi Ujyar. So Tulsidas is saying in this very first verse that the power of the name of the Lord is such that if you keep this name on your tongue, meaning by constant recitation and constant repetition of the name, you will ignite the light within you and also around you. So within and without you, this light is going to be ignited within you. If you place the luminous name, so we're going to be dealing with Sri Ram as being the luminescent light, as it were. So in the power of the name of Ram on your tongue, your mind, your personality will become illuminated, will become lighter. In the description of the name, it has Rama, has 3 syllables. Ra, the sound and Ma. Okay, so Rama, and these are composed of the seed letters representing God, the fire God, the sun god, and the moon god. And I'm going to explain what I mean by this. Every letter in the Sanskrit alphabet is what we call a bij mantra. And when we attach this bij sound to the name of the deity or to a particular deity, we enhance the power of that name. So, for example, we have Om Hum Hanumate Namaha. I'm sure you all know this mantra for Hanumanji. Om Hum Hanumate Namaha. So the Hum is the bij. Another one for Durga Devi Ma is Om Dum Durga Devi Namaha. So Dum is the bij mantra that enhances the power of the deity in the name of that deity to bring further and increased blessings to you and your family. For Lakshmi and Saraswati, Om Aim Hrim Shrim Saraswati Devi Mataya Namaha. So these are some of the bij Sanskrit sounds that are embedded in the power of the mantra. Similarly, when we break down the name of Ram, it has the syllables Ra, which represents the sun god. Ra, and another name for the sun god is Ravi. So R-A-Ra, Ravi, not Ravi, but Ravi. So anybody that has the name Ravi, tell them no, that's not the pronunciation. It is Ravi. Okay? So they are the sun themselves. They are illuminated as Sri Ram himself. So they are Ravi. Okay? So that's Ra. The A sound, the A note, Ra, this represents Agni. And who is Agni? Agni Devata is the fire god. Agni Devata is the fire god. Okay? So, and fire is also representation of light and purity. Anything that you put into the fire becomes purified by the heat and the energy generated from the fire. So the represents Agni, also in the form of light. And the third syllable in the name of Ram is Ma. Ra, and Ma. So the Ma represents the moon and the light emanating from the moon. Okay? So 3 aspects of light are embedded in the name of Prabhu Sri Ram. The first, Ra, represents Ravi, the sun, the power of the light of the sun. The power embedded in the light and the purification aspects of Agni Devata. And then we have Ma, which represents the light emanating from Chandrama. Okay? So, when you use the name of Ram, it invokes the light of these different aspects of the sun god, of Agni Devata and the moon god, and brings light into your life. It is not just in our Hindu scriptures that God is referred to as light. In the Christian religion, it is said, the Bible says, "This then is the message which we have heard from him, and declare unto you that God is light, and in him is no darkness at all." So the Bible in John chapter 1 verse 5 has this verse. So they refer to God as this light. All over the world we refer to God as light because light is associated with goodness, happiness, prosperity, as opposed darkness, which is not associated with these things, is more on the negative side. Okay? So the name of Ram illuminates you and yourself and your body just by chanting the name. Okay? There's one other, so that's one aspect I want to share with you. And the other little aspect I want to share with you is the chanting of Sita Ram. Why do we say Sita Ram? Children, parents, let us remind ourselves. Ra, again, refers to the masculine aspect. Ram, and Ma refers to the moon aspect, which is the feminine aspect. The feminine aspect is Chandrama. So, when we say Sita Ram, Sita refers also to that feminine aspect of God, of Godhead, because we believe that God exists in duality in two states, masculine and feminine. So when you put your hands together, you are bringing your 5 senses, physical senses of seeing, smelling, hearing, touching and tasting, together with the 5 subtle senses. Alright? And when you bring them together and you say Sita Ram, you tell somebody Sita Ram, you are children, you are telling everybody that I bow to the presence of God within you. That's what it means. Okay? So, and this is not a Hindu thing, this is not a Christian thing, this is not an Islam thing. It is just a way of greeting. And you're greeting someone by telling them, I bow to the presence of God within you. What better greeting is that? There are different words that we use in Hinduism to mean the same thing. Namaste also means the same thing. When we say Sai Ram, it also means the same thing. Okay? When we say Namaskar, it also means the same thing. So we are bowing to the presence of God within you. And this is another aspect about the power embedded in the name of Ram. Okay? So 2 aspects I shared with you this evening. One is the actual name itself, Ra or Ma, being representative of the sun god, Agni Devta and Chandrama Devta, and the power of the concept of light being emanated when you chant the name on your tongue all the time. And the second is the power of saying Sita Ram when you greet someone. So not just say it with your mouth, but put your hands together, children, and say Sita Ram. So right now, if there's anybody around you, look at them and say Sita Ram, children, parents, say Sita Ram, children, children, Sita Ram, parents. Okay? Wonderful. So, when somebody asks you now, why do you say Sita Ram, you can now tell them. If you want to hear more about the power of the name, then you're going to have to come to temple on Sunday. Okay? So we're going to be talking about, there's a whole couple of pages here. I just read 2 chaupais for you. Okay? 2 chaupais only I read. So, you guys can either come if you are comfortable to do so at the Warren Road Shiva Mandir. Please join us, or we're going to log on and you guys can view it online on Sunday as we discuss a little bit more about the power of the name of Prabhu Shri Ram. Prem se bolu Siyapati Ramachandra ki Jai. So we all join in this closing bhajan. And again, this one is a very, very easy bhajan. It's slow Kehravatal again. Dhage nate nak dinna, dhage nate nak dinna. And so please join and sing along with us. He Ram, He Ram. तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी, तू अंतर्यामी सबका तेरे चरणों में चलो हेरा हेरा हेरा, तू ही निगाहे तू ही सवार, तू ही निगाहे तू ही सवार, इस जग के सारे काम तेरा 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 तेरा, तू ही जगदाता विश्व विधाता, तू ही जगदाता विश्व विधाता, तू ही तू है सुबह तू ही शाम तेरा 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 प्रेम से बोले सियापति रामचंद्र की जय. So please bow your heads once more and close your eyes as we join in a short closing prayer. I want to thank all of you for joining in our satsang this evening, and look forward for you joining next week when we will talk a little bit more about the power of the name of Prabhu Shri Ram. And please, if you have anyone you want to extend the invitation to for joining in who have children so that they can learn something, please feel free to share the invitation. We bow our heads. Om Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Swastika Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dhammanti Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityu Ma Amritam Gaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.